Shalom, shalom. This is Amma One for the Lions Den Camp of Yasha Allah, coming at you guys for another quick topic breakdown. Hope it's edifying to the Akim, to the Aquafim, to anyone that's out there listening. All right, before I get into it, we'll give all praises to the Father and the Son and the holy proper names. Call Halayullah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Mahamath. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutations to the Akim that's diligently pushing this truth around the four corners of the earth, warning the people and giving them the good news, man. All right. And also want to do a double honors to my elders as well of my camp of Yasha, of the Lions Den camp of Yasha Allah. All right. So as we see in here, it says the Biden administration wants Americans to report radicalized friends, family, and co-workers to government. All right, and that's like a program, or the agenda of what the government is wanting to push upon the people. All right, it says President Joe Biden's administration is working on a plan to allow Americans to report radicalized friends and family to government agencies in order to combat domestic terrorism. All right. It says we will work to improve public awareness of federal resources to address concerning or threatening behavior before violence occurs, the official said during a press briefing. And on that, I would just note that one of the things we're talking about is the need to do something in this space, like to see something, quote unquote. If you see something, say something concept that has been going on for a long time, man. And that see something, say something is like a pretty much the neighborhood watch, which be in the ghettos in the neighborhoods of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Me growing up, I used to see those signs everywhere, and I still see them to this day. Even in my neighborhood, we have those signs, man. And this is what I meant right here. It says, "Welcome to the Neighborhood Watch." It says the National Neighborhood Watch began in 1972 with funding in part by the National Sheriff's Association, right, through a grant. But through pretty much this neighborhood watch, all right, pretty much is like allows our people to contact the law enforcement to let them know what they saw in the neighborhoods, all right. They give leads to these enforcers, man, so they can do whatever they do with that information. All right. But so back to the article. So they're wanting to push this upon our people. All right. And it's a lot of agendas that Esau has planned. With these wiles, man, these tricks that's going on, man. So what it says the official explained that the administration is working to create pathways and avenues that family members or friends or co-workers can use to raise concerns and seek help for those who they have perceived to be radicalizing and potentially radicalizing towards violence. All right. It says the strategy, which builds upon this fact-based assessment, seeks to organize U.S. government efforts to counter domestic terrorism into four pillars. So they're pretty much trying to put people into categories uh, about this so-called domestic terrorism, man. And they're using these measures because they're soon to come. They're gonna start using enforcements like the martial law. All right, they're gonna start enforcing martial law upon the people, man. All right, and as well as to push this jab. All right, soon to come, because we're going more and more into a mandatory state to receive the jab. You see, they pushing the door to door, knocking on your doors to ask you about if you have been jabbed or not. All right, so they're gonna be doing a lot of different high measures to get their agendas to go into effect. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the author. All right, he controls everything, man. He's not an author of confusion. So with that being said, I have a scripture. All right, this is Saint Matthew chapter 10 verse 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Come on, man, because we have to be circumspect. We have to be observant of what's going on. All right. We also have to be patient. All right, and also waiting and hoping for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah to, do anything that may, you know, anything that may have caused us to anger or to, want to, go off on Esau in a way. But like the scriptures say, man, to wait on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Wait till he rise up to the prey. So we, like the scripture says, we have to be harmless, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, man. So we have to be circumspect and also move differently from how everybody else move, man. You know, and moving. When I say moving in the spirit, man. All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is our God. All right, they're gonna lead us to where we need to be at, man. All right, so the scripture says in verse 17, it says, "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles." It says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, puts these words in our mouths, all right. The Spirit speaks through us, all right. Their word speaks through us, man. All right. It's not what we say, it's what they say, man. All right, because what verse 20 says, so it says, "For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you." All right. So it says, "And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death." All right, and that is what is going to be happening soon to come. All right, it's going to be children, the family against each other, because the scripture says that Let me get that. If I skip down to verse 35, it says to 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword." It says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." It says, "And a man's foe